Good morning friends, welcome to Sharekhan Free Market View. Indian markets had a terrific session yesterday amid positive global cues as well as short covering which pulled up the indices. We had over 400 points gain in the Sensex and 133 points gain on the Nifty. If you look at the cues from global markets, they aren't that good. US market yesterday had a negative session. Dow fell down by 86 points. S&P was down by about 11 points, Nasdaq was down by about 10 points. This was amid concern whether the Greece financial condition is deteriorating and whether they will be able to make payment to IMF, on worrying slowdown in China as well as spike in the bond yields back in the US market. However, early in the morning, Greece has actually made its payment to the IMF. But most of the Asian markets are trading flattish to negative. Even SGX is indicating a negative opening by 4 points. If you look at the flows yesterday, flows were quite robust from FIs as well as DIs continue to support the market. DIs poured in close to 328 crore in cash market, and FI after a lull and a huge period of sell-off yesterday were small buyers of 170 crores in the cash market, whereas they bought 293 crores on index futures. Now after this flattish to negative kind of an opening, how Nifty is likely to react given that we have had a very sharp rally in the past couple of sessions. Let's have a view from our derivatives team.
Good morning friends, I'll give an analysis on derivatives. Yesterday's market was been like a bulls with a bang, where Nifty started up with a positive bias and a gap up opening of around 50 odd points in line with the positive cues from the international markets. Nifty inched higher later on soon after the first few minutes of the trade, and continued to remain strong throughout the day as market breadth also remained positive throughout the day, led by gains in banking, automobile, fast-moving consumer goods, metals and pharmaceutical sectors. Metal sector was the outperformer in yesterday's trade, where we have seen a significant amount of upside in majority of the large cap metal stocks like Hindalco, Tata Steel and Vedanta Limited. At last, we have seen Nifty closing up with an astonishing gain of around 1.5% gain at 8342.15. On the open interest terms, we have seen an unwinding of around 1% indicating short covering was observed by market participants in yesterday's trade. And in both the major indices, that is Nifty and Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty has seen a reduction of around 5% and Nifty of 1%. However, cost of carry have dipped around 4.5%. That is, premium have came down to around 16 odd points from 23 odd points in day before yesterday's trading session. Put call ratio have inched higher and has seen a significant upside jump in yesterday's trade from 0.97 to 1.05 odd levels, and have breached the resistance zone of 1.01 odd levels, indicating a further upside till 1.14 for the put call ratio can be seen. So for the Nifty can be seen in coming trading session. Indian volatility index have dipped after seeing a continuous upside in Indian volatility index. We have seen some kind of softness in line with Nifty going up 1.5%. We have seen Indian volatility index settling at 18.5 odd levels in yesterday's trade. On the options activity, the data is encouraging and can see further strength in the market going forward. 8,400 and 8,500 call option have seen a minor build-up of around 4% and 5% respectively. However, the interesting data was 8,200 and 8,300 strike price. Since we have seen put call ratio have jumped significantly, mainly due to it at the money and slightly out of the money strike price of put option, and we are seeing significant amount of short positions getting built up in 8,200, 8,300 strike price. And 8,200 would now act as the immediate support for our market going forward. However, the highest build-up in put option is at 8,000 strike price, while in call option 8,500 call option continues to remain as the highest in terms of open interest for this series. There is only one securities in bend period for today's trade, that is Century Textiles. FIs have been buying in index futures, but the buying amount is quite minimal. Seeing the shorting amount which we have seen in the past few trading sessions when the market was going down, FI have been shorting substantially. They are covering their shorts, but it's quite minimal in bits and pieces. In yesterday's trade, they were net buyers of around 293 odd crores. However, the open interest of FIs went down by around 2%, indicating short covering by them. And index options have a net bias of 975 crores. Majority of its activity have been shifted to index options, and they have been quite active in index options from last couple of months or so. And that's why we have been seeing significant amount of volatility in the indices. And in stock futures, they continue to be net bias and they continue to cover their short positions. In yesterday's trade also, they were net bias of around 1843 odd crores, and in stock options, they were net bias of only 38 odd crores. 5 days whip stands at 8230. As suggested, 8200 is now the crucial level to watch out for, and will act as a significant amount of would act as a good support for our market going forward. Lower range of the VWAP is at 8230 and higher range at 8400. SGX Nifty is trading negative, is just down by around 8 odd points, indicating a flat to negative opening can be expected in morning trade, and it's quoting at 8330. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Friends, let's have a look at the trading ideas for the day. First one being Eicher Motor. Now, Royal Enfield has acquired the UK-based Harris Performance product for an undisclosed amount. Under the terms of this deal, the Chennai-based company would acquire the employees' trademark, know-how, intellectual property of this company. Now, this will have positive sentimental effect on Eicher Motor. One can long it with stop loss of 16,700 for potential upside of 17,200. Tata Communication on Monday has announced that it will become a video networking partner with China Telecom Global, which will enable it to manage media content and customers both in China as well as globally. So one can initiate long on Tata Global with stop loss of 424 for potential upside of 438. GAIL is in talks to acquire Dabol's 5 MTPA reclassification terminal. Now this is sentimentally positive news for GAIL, and one can long GAIL with stop loss of 364 for potential upside of 375. Moving on to news section, CPDT has put on hold MAT assessments on FIIs and will not further reopen any fresh cases. Now AP Shah panel has been formed to look into the issues with respect to MAT. This is sentimentally positive news for FIIs, as markets have corrected quite a bit on the MAT issue. We also have important events which are lined up today post-market. We have industrial production data. The expectation here is 2.90% versus 5% YOY. And we also have consumer price index data, CPI data. Here estimate is 4.90% versus 5.17% YOY. Moving on to news update, Lok Sabha passes bill to deal with black money which is slashed abroad. In Satyam buyout case, Supreme Court has barred criminal proceedings against Tech Mahindra, so some breathing space for Tech Mahindra there. Kane Energy expects 1 billion barrel of oil offshore in Senegal. Phoenix Mill plans to raise close to 1,000 crore via QIP. GST bill is likely to be referred to select panel in Rajya Sabha for review. Now this will push GST bill to be passed in the current session and may get passed in the monsoon session. Government also sends land bill to joint committee of parliament. Now 30-member committee has been formed. So again land bill also has been postponed. Important results, Mahindra CI has come out with its numbers. The total income is 414 crore versus 98.2 crore, and PAT has come in at 32 crore versus 6.5 crore. SRF also has come out with numbers. The top line stood at 862.2 crore versus 886 crore, while the bottom line PAT came in at 58.8 crore versus 52.9 crore YOY. Now key results which are likely to be announced today, we have Dr. Reddy's, the estimate here is 595 crore, Union Bank estimate being 561 crore, Motherson Sumi System estimate here is 274 crore, Apollo Tyre estimate is 260 crore, Ashok Leyland 187 crore, Finolex Cable estimate is 66 crore, and CARE Credit Analysis and Research estimate here is 41.4 crore. Watch list that we've created for you for the day. Stock with positive bias, we have ECC, HDFC Limited and Havells. While stock one can look to short from intraday trading perspective, we have iBull Housing Finance, Dr. Reddy and Just Dial. Stock for medium to long term investment we like Maruti, HDFC Bank, L&T, Sun Pharma and TCS. Thank you.